When they're done, hand them over to Harry. Barbara ordered a cup of Nescafé. After a while a man came up to her. He motioned for her to sit down. The man asked, "Wasn't Tess the one who left?" Barbara nodded. "You would have handed it over to Harry. You would have gotten a good reward." "Not now. I need her. I want her to take a shipment to Seattle." "Oh. There's no news of Lara and Anissa. Some say they were caught by Harry or Emil." Barbara said calmly, "They were caught by Emil." "How do you know?" "I witnessed them being captured." "You saw them and didn't do anything?" "They might be dead now." "Barb, we have a relationship with them. If they find out, everything will be ruined." "Now in this area. The flocks are more dangerous are Harry and Emil. Emil shoots their shadow with arrows. They want to save the world by finding a cure for the infected. But so far too many people have died or become lab rats. As long as they don't experiment on humans, nothing will work. You were one of them yourself once? Now you have a guilty conscience? Everything changes, I'm no exception. Now listen, if you want to work with me, you will act according to my words and orders, without complaining or arguing. I don't need a conscience. I want obedience and obedience, can't you? Go on. When Tess and Joel return from Seattle, tell Derek. Okay, you're the boss. There's nothing else." Tess placed her hand on the bundles of money under her shirt and top and pressed them a little to feel them with her skin. Now she could buy new clothes for herself and Joel. Fill and light the refrigerator that had been empty and silent for 2 months in the corner of the house, the broken mirror. She was buying new appliances for the house. A smile spread across her lips from these thoughts. Suddenly, from one of the side streets, several girls and boys appeared in front of her and blocked her path. Tess wanted to pass through them without a fight. When one of the boys raised his hand and held it in front of her, with the other hand, he gestured for her to give them everything she had. Tess grabbed his arm with her hand and pushed him down. He hit his chest and opened his way and continued. They looked at each other. They took the knives with the safety catch in their hands and started following Tess. Suddenly, Tess spun around and kicked the boy closest to her in the face and neck. He landed hard, surprising the others. Tess looked around, placed the food in a hollow and on the platform. She stood facing them and motioned for them to attack her. The boy got up. They all rushed at her together. Tess hitting them with quick movements of her hands and feet. But they were experienced from fighting with different people. The girls and boys surrounded her in a circle. Tess attacked them so that she could get herself to the wall so that no one could hit her from behind. She rushed towards the girl who was near the wall and punched her in the face. And when she moved out of her way, she pressed her back against the wall. The girl's face was painted with blood from her nose. With that, one of the boys attacked her. His knife movements were quick and skillful. Tess tried her best to stay away from the blade of the knife. The boy managed to make a cut on his hand. Blood flowed and the boy smiled. Suddenly something hit his face. A sharp pain filled his being. One of them had hit her with a rock. A moment later he felt a blow and pressure on his stomach. The boy had plunged the knife into his body. But it had not hurt him. The blade of the knife had hit the stack of bills. The boy looked at Tess in surprise. She took the opportunity to grab the wrist that held the knife and with a movement she gave it, made the boy turn and put the knife under his throat and looked at the others. Then she pushed him forward hard and pulled the gun from her back and waist and pointed it at them. Seeing the gun, they all ran away. Tess ran her hand over her wounded and painful face. She moved her jaw a little and knocked it out with a blow, twisted in pain and spat out the blood in her mouth. She took the food and brought herself home. Seeing her, Joel sat on the bed and seeing the wound on her hand and face, he asked, "What happened?" "Sit in the chair so I can clean it." "I'm fine, they were bothering me, they wanted to rob me." "Come. I got you some food." Then she took the money out of her clothes and put it on the table and continued. This 25,000 was paid in advance. Tomorrow at 6 a.m. we have to take a human cargo to Seattle. Who is the boss? Barbara owner. In the realm, Harry and Emil, you're welcome. Sit in the chair.